You thought that mixing was exciting, having two grown men sitting for a full day listening to the same song over and over again and tweaking one little part. I didn't like the sound of the bass on this word. So we're done with that. Now we're going to do something even more exciting. We are going to master the whole program, which is so different from mixing. What it is in mastering is that you sit, two grown men sit at a table all day and listen to songs, and we think about, let's see, is the bass okay on that word? Well, I guess maybe it is kind of the same as mixing, but it's really exciting.
I didn't want to disturb your...
So this is Fett.
Hi, I'm a Fett.
I'm
What's
sure.
that?
I'm sure you've never seen Fett before in any of my videos.
Oh, definitely not. I'm sure they have. More than they wanted to.
Alrighty, Mr. Fett from Azalea Studios in Nashville, Tennessee, or Brentwood, depending on which side of the border you're on.
That's right.
And you're going to tell me what's the difference between mixing and mastering.
Yeah, people ask about this all the time. When you're recording, I like to look at it this way. When you're recording, you're at the 1 foot level, which means you're down looking at the finest detail at the lowest level. So you're worried about where you're placing the microphone on the guitar or the kick drum on the drum kit, that kind of thing. And you're worried about all the individual tracks that you're recording. When you're mixing, you move up a level, and you're more, if that was the 1 foot level, you're now at the 10 foot level, and you're looking at parts. So now you're not as much concerned about the kick drum mic, you're worried about the drum kit and how it fits into the arrangement. And so you have to back up and take a different perspective, and you're now taking kind of wider brush strokes in terms of the changes you make to make all the different parts in the arrangement kind of coexist but have their own little space so that you can pick them out and they're distinct. Mastering is the 100 foot level, where you have to back up and you listen to it the way that the end listener hears it. So they don't know from what tracks went into what parts or whatever. All they hear is the stereo master, the final result. And the things you're listening for there are more frequency based, like the bass and the mid-range and the treble. How do those things fit together within a song? And then how do they fit together from song to song? So we're taking a bunch of songs that were recorded at different times on different years in different studios by different people. And they all have to sound like a cohesive whole somehow. So we might adjust the frequencies one way on this song and a little bit differently on the next song, so that when you play them back to back, they sound like they belong together. And the only way we can do that is to back up to that 100 foot level and sort of put our end listener cap on and imagine somebody listening in front of their computer or driving their car or however they happen to listen to it, and work with very, very fine brush strokes at that point. And generally speaking, when we're doing mastering, it's small changes. So we might boost the EQ on something, the bass or the treble in the mid-range, by a fair amount when we're mixing. But when we're doing it in mastering, we're talking about little tiny fine increments. And the other thing we're doing in mastering is getting the overall volume consistent from song to song. So if we have a song that's really soft and a song that's really loud, then we're going to try to make some compromises so that all the songs together sound like they belong together, so people aren't reaching over and having to do this every time the song changes. I could go on all day, but that's kind of the gist of it.
Thank you, Fett. That's what we needed.
Cool. So our priority is definitely this guy.
Yeah.
So let's see what this guy sounds like along with his little friends.
Well, it's time for review. We got a problem. What I'm trying to do just ain't it. Weighing the options to sum it all up, I only got one. You read between my lines, but I never wrote anything. Pretty close.
there's 3 or 4 different bands of EQ that are turned on right now. Whoops.
I ain't falling in love.
I'll find it.
I ain't falling in love.
There we are.
Lonely mother passing as the day breaks.
Yeah, that just feels.
Me back down, I give you my all, you're just screaming.
I'm not sure there's much I'd do, or if you really need to get away from me. I can go away. All right, we're back up to stick of butter territory, which it really isn't, but. Oh, stop it.
But it's really exciting.
Whoops.
Well, it's time.
There we go.
Or more, been watching you